goal differential in their season opener, but that has fallen to a +2 goal differential after trailing the Rivermen 3-1 after 20 minutes of play. The Rivermen had a 1-1 start to the season. Welcome back inside the Nick Smith Center for second period EOSHL action on the RA Sports Network. I'm Ryan Woods, and it's a 3-1 Rivermen lead after 20 minutes of play. So we take a look at the first period scoring summary. Connor Noonan opened the scoring 1:36 into the opening period with an assist from Luca Nacita and Dylan McMahon. The Rivermen made it 2-0 at 5:37. Alex Halford scored the 2-0 goal. Second assist of the game for Dylan McMahon, and Nolan McGregor with the second assist. A beautiful behind-the-back drop pass. He was on the breakaway. It turned into a 2-on-1, and it was just a great finishing play. That was actually the first goal for the Rivermen, but 2 assists in the period for Dylan McMahon, 2 assists in the period for Nolan McGregor as well. Pinshish White Duck made it 2-1 at 12:24 with assists to Dakota Ostrowski and Eric Skyba before the goal I mentioned earlier with Ty Power finishing off the 2-on-1 play off the drop pass from Nolan McGregor and Jacob Victor at 13:11. First period special teams, the Rivermen 1 for 2 on the power play, the Rapids 0 for 1, and shots on goal were 18-11 in favor of the Rapids. A very strong opening period for Carlin Lyle, who is making his 3rd consecutive start of the season for the Rivermen. And other noteworthy news to start the period, Malcolm Patry is back on the bench for the Rapids, and Aiden Foley is back in net as the second period is underway. Full play, passes through center, Ryan Peck. And we've got a fight at center ice, Carter Peck and Dan McIntyre, who is throwing his weight around in the first period. Peck and McIntyre lock up. Peck tries to get a right hook in, but right now they are both tied up. No one has been able to get a punch thrown. There's one from McIntyre. McIntyre throws a few punches, and they separate. And the linesman will get in between them as McIntyre and Carter Peck go toe-to-toe at center ice. Only McIntyre able to get a few punches thrown. It didn't really land any, but I admire the effort from Carter Peck trying to turn the momentum. And Dan McIntyre, who had a very physical first period with a couple of huge hits on the same shift. And it's rock'em sock'em, baby, at Arnprior. 9 seconds into the second period. Face off won by Ryan Peck all the way back down to Foley. The play passes ahead for Sam McLaughlin. McLaughlin out in front. He shoots, and he caught the inside of the post. I thought it maybe went in, but no signal from the official in the far corner. And McLaughlin didn't look too excited either, so a nice-looking shot, though, off the rush. Rivermen are able to flip the puck past the prey. Icing is called against the Rivermen. And the face-off will come all the way back down to our right. Carter Peck, one of the 4 Peck players. We used to have them here in Arnprior before they took over ownership and joined the league as the Paugan Falls Rapids last season. Nacita up the right wing. Gets past White Duck, puts on the brakes. He loses White Duck as White Duck blows an edge. Victor walks in, shot from the right circle. is stopped by Foley, and now White Duck has some room up the right side. White Duck centering pass, and they score! Ostrowski pops the water bottle and cuts the lead to 1. Well, that's a you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours scenario as White Duck returns the favor. He was beneficiary of an pass on a 2-on-1 in the first period, and now the second goal of the game is White Duck finding Ostrowski in front, who beats Lyle and makes this a 3-2 game. Alderic Denis passes up the right side, out of the right corner. The puck trickles towards Foley, who will cover the puck. 1:21 gone in the second period, and the Rapids took their time out in the first period after going down 2-0. They got 1 goal back before giving the Rivermen back a 2-goal lead. So, during the intermission, they had a talk that they wanted to come out with a much better effort here in the second period with the fight from Carter Peck. And now the goal from Ostrowski, they're right back in this game. Down the boards, Lafreniere tried to center it. The Rivermen are able to break up the play. Now through center ice. It should have been offside as Denham was behind the play. So one-time attempt. Just a fluttering puck towards the net. Lyle hangs on. Face-off will be in the Rivermen end. Matt Denis unable to clear off the draw. Shot from the left point is off the glass. It's played to the side of the net. Matt Denis sweeps it around the boards. Doesn't find its way to Johnson. And Cole Peck engaged in a battle. Finds its way back to Beaupre. Carroll. One-hand passing effort. Banks it off the boards. And a shot from the left point from Cole Peck finds its way to Lyle, who makes a save and hangs on. And, of course, the first period shot total did favor the Rapids. They just weren't happy with the results. They trailed by 2 after 20. But they have definitely thrown more rubber on the net, and Lyle has done a great job and played a big part in the Rivermen being in front so far. Another shot from the point is stopped by Lyle. And the Rapids are just going to continue to throw the puck on the net and challenge Lyle as much as possible. Another battle off the draw, won by the Rivermen. Passes ahead to Felleber. Felleber centers it. It's played ahead by McGregor. And falling at the blue line, but a nice read by Matt Denis to come over and find Halford at the blue line. McGregor, shot from a bad angle, goes high and wide off the glass all the way back out to center ice for Matt Denis. Denis stick handles. Saucer pass up the left side. It's played in by Kite. Foley leaves it behind the net. Halford battles and carries it over to the far corner for McGregor. It's back to the point for Denis. Denis shot deflected in front, stopped by Foley. The rebound along the near boards for Halford. Halford kept to the outside by Menard. Give and go play, attempt behind the net, comes back to the far point. Into the slot. Halford shoots. Foley makes the save. The rebound is played out. Ojic tries to lift the stick of Denis, and he gives him a high shot. And now Matt Denis doesn't like that, and it's Matt Denis. And you're Ojic at center ice. Ojic throws it right. Ojic is a big man. Denis is trying to tie him up. Matt Denis gets a couple of shots in, but a huge right hook by Ojic, and Ojic gets the takedown. And Denis did what he had to do to defend himself as Ojic just gave him a Shot up high along the far boards. Ojic's not a guy who's going to lose to many people, and he didn't lose that one. He won cleanly, but respect to Matt Denis for dropping the gloves. Ojic is going to the Rapids dressing room. Carter Peck and McIntyre still in the box for both teams, as we're not yet at 14:51. They dropped the gloves at 19:51, so they've still got a few minutes left. And now we've got our second fight, just 3:35 into the second period. So the penalty was originally on the board to Ojic, I imagine, as there is a 2-minute penalty on the board as it stands, which means that the Rapids will need someone in the box to serve the penalty. And they're setting up for 5-on-4, but they need someone in the box still. The Rivermen 1 for 2 on the power play in the first period, and Reynolds will go to the box to serve the penalty. Now the Rivermen with an opportunity to regain their 2-goal lead for the second time of the game. So that's just 5 minutes fighting for Denis, and 5 minutes fighting and 2 minutes for roughing to Ojic. Rivermen look to get set up. Nisita passes behind the net. It's back to the right point and across for Alderic Denis. Off the boards down low for Felleber. Felleber finds Nisita. Nisita takes a hit from Potier, so Felleber comes over, and it's poked behind the net by Noonan out in front. McMahon back to Alderic Denis. McMahon has some room to walk in to the backhand, and he's stopped by Foley, and Potier is down behind the net, and he's not been able to get back to his feet since the battle along the end boards, which was a good 20-25 seconds ago in the penalty kill. Potier helped back to his feet, and he's going to go straight off. So unfortunately, that'll be another man down for the Rapids, and hopefully Potier will be back soon. He's not putting much weight on that one leg, though, so that's tough to see. 1:02 gone in the penalty to Ojic, being served by Reynolds. And the door wasn't fully closed, so we had to make sure that that door is closed. And now we are set to resume the power play for the Rivermen. It's a face-off win, and Victor passed it to the half wall. And it's passed by Denham down low. Stolen by the Rapids, and it gets past the Rivermen on the far side. Ostrowski 1-on-1 with Victor. Ostrowski puts on the brakes. He's got some size on Victor. But the Rivermen with the power play able to use the man advantage to regain the puck. Power up the left side. Step to the outside. It's knocked away by Beaupre around the boards, and Victor just keeps it in. And it's out to Ostrowski. Backhand pass through center. Right on the tape to Victor. And the Rivermen with a nice move. Halford sends it into the offensive zone with 10 seconds left on the power play. The Rapids steal the puck and send it the length of the ice. A nice stretch pass to Power. We're back to even strength. The centering pass to Denham was picked off by Beaupre. And a point shot is gloved down by Foley. With 5:41 gone in the second period, the Rivermen now 1 for 3 on the power play tonight. And Foley with a couple of saves here in the start of the second period after leaving the game briefly in the first period. Pass out of the reach of Carroll. Icing is called against the Rapids. And this is settling in to be a back and forth game, as early on the Rivermen definitely had the advantage, but now it's anyone's game as they get set up for a face-off on the near side. Moyes reaches in. The puck is thrown towards the goal by Kelly. And now an opportunity for a stretch pass, but it's intercepted by Parent and played right back into the Rapids end. Battle behind the net. Moyes backhand pass out of the near corner, but he's unable to get past Lafreniere. Aldrich Denis turns it over in the far corner. Pass attempt over to the far face-off circle. Ryan Peck's shot stopped by Lyle. And it's a pass out to center ice. And Moyes at the blue line, separated from the puck in the corner, and he takes an awkward fall. It's deflected out in front of the net. Aldrich Denis' shot is deflected, and it's back out to center ice for the Rapids, turned over to the Rivermen. Icing call coming up against the Rivermen with 6:58 gone in the second period. A nice offensive zone shift for the Rivermen. They're trying to up the ante after giving up the second goal to the Rapids and reclaim their 2-goal lead, but this face-off will be in the Rivermen end. It's pushed ahead off the draw by Ryan Peck. The puck is played high off the glass, out of the reach of Carter Peck. Pass gets past Johnson, and it's off the boards. Carter Peck finds Sam McLaughlin. McLaughlin to the backhand, to the forehand, out in front, and there's a penalty call coming up. Let's see what this call is. It's going to be a hooking call against the Rivermen. Sam McLaughlin with another opportunity to score for the Rapids, and he draws a penalty. Sam McLaughlin hasn't had a huge impact yet in this game, but he's shown a couple of times his ability to burst down the wall and cut in behind the defense to the front of the net, and was able to use his speed and stick handling to draw a penalty there. The Rapids 0 for 1 on the power play in the first period. It's a short-handed 2-on-1 for the Rivermen. A shot, and it was stopped by Foley. Counter-attack now. Ryan Peck down the right side. Backhand centering pass. Ostrowski stripped of the puck. And that's some nice penalty killing from Alex Halford. Ryan Peck drops it at center ice. Lafreniere to White Duck, shoots and scores! Second goal of the game for White Duck, and we are tied. It's a power play goal for the Rapids. Third point of the night for Punshish White Duck, who beats Lyle on that glove side. Rapids now 1 for 2 with the man advantage, and they have stormed right back in this second period to tie the game. And the Rivermen, they'll now have to reset. Puck floated ahead by Noonan. Noonan into the offensive zone. Shoved off the puck. And it's centered. Shot misses high off the glass. Aldrich Denis' shot is blocked out in front. A jam play attempt. Drop pass is turned over to the Rapids. Lafreniere plays it across the blue line. Beaupre puts on the brakes at the near face-off circle. And it's over to the far corner for Carroll. Out in front, Garth McLaughlin Plays it back to the corner. Shot from inside the far circle. Lyle stops it. And skating ahead for the Rivermen is Noonan. But the Rivermen will only find him with the stretch pass as we get a stoppage in play. With 8:44 gone in the second. A little bit of debate as to where the face-off will take place and might be right at center ice. Ostrowski wins the face-off back to Nolan Peck. And it's played ahead by Kite. And we get another whistle. Face-off will come back over to the Rivermen side. This time, Felliber wins the face-off. And it's passed ahead for McGregor. McGregor settles the puck down and passes over to the right circle looking for Power. Power swoops it back to Matt Denis. Denis off the boards, down low. Felliber out in front. Power, skate to stick, gets the shot off, and Foley makes a couple of saves and jumps on top of the rebound to hang on. Another face-off win by Felliber, but the puck comes outside the blue line, and now it's 3-on-1 for the Rapids down the side. Ostrowski from the right circle. Lyle closes the 5-hole. Skyba unable to make a play. It's chipped back out to center ice off the skate of Power. Power sticks with it and advances the play ahead of Felliber. Power finds the puck. Executes the reverse hit on Ostrowski. Ostrowski loses his stick and gives Power a couple of shoves. Now it's off the boards. Skyba gets the puck deep. And it's icing against the Rivermen as we're past the midway point of the second period. 9:59 left to play. Face off to the left of Lyle is one to the near boards and played back to Beaupré. But it's out of the reach of McGregor. And icing is called. One linesman yelled no, but the other blew his whistle, so icing is the right call. And we'll have another face-off in the Rivermen end. Face-off won by the Rivermen. Kite rings it around the boards. And it's back out to center ice. A race for the puck at the timekeeper's area. Kite jumps up and is unable to get the puck deep. But he knocks it down at the blue line. It comes just outside, so Kite will fire it back in and go off on a line change. Out to center ice. Carroll with the pass ahead for Lafreniere. Lafreniere with a move to the side of the net. He shoots. Lyle makes the save. The rebound was there. The Rivermen unable to clear. Delayed penalty call coming up against the Rivermen. Just before Foley able to get to the bench, the Rivermen touch up. Another power play opportunity for the Rapids following their power play goal earlier in the period. Bird goes to the box for 2 minutes. Rapids 1 for 2 on the power play. Kolpeck shoots and scores! He pops the water bottle as well, and now the Rapids have their first lead of the game. And now returning to the ice, Ojic. And a couple of fights from Ojic and Carter Peck have energized the Rapids, who have now scored 3 straight goals. Ojic had to check if his penalty had expired, had to find out if he was returning to the penalty box or the bench. And now the Rivermen will take their time out. Hey, it worked for the Rapids in the first period. They put a halt to the Rivermen momentum and were able to come back and now have a 1-goal lead. So let's see what the Rivermen can come up with. Take this time out here, if nothing less than to stop the momentum of the Rapids and deliver the message and what they need to do to get the wheels going again. Still 9:06 left in the game. Nolan Beck over to the far side. Poked ahead by Sam McLaughlin, knocked down by the Rivermen. Turnover in the slot. Another shot, and it's a far down beauty for Ryan Peck, and now the Rapids have a 2-goal advantage. Well, that timeout did quite as well for them as the Rapids timeout did in the first period, as they were just stressing the need to stay focused, the need to play with urgency, and if you're the Rivermen, you really do not want to do a turnover inside the blue line on the stick of Ryan Peck, one of the lethal shots in this Rapids lineup, and he made the Rivermen pay. Far down past Lyle, 2-goal lead. Noonan inside the blue line, passes it over to the right point, shot through traffic. The Rivermen tried to cycle it down the near boards, and they forced the turnover, and Asita gets the puck deep. McMahon makes a hit behind the goal line, unable to force the turnover as the Rapids play it back along the boards. And just enough on it for icing as Bird goes back to touch up. And the Rivermen haven't been playing too bad. Just a couple of mistakes is all that's cost them. It's still been a relatively even game, and that shot attempt by Power is blocked. And falling inside the blue line was White Duck, so Skyba just had to dump it in as it was a delayed offside. And it's played back at the far blue line. McGregor, hard bouncing pass attempt through center ice out of the reach of Felleber. Icing waved off. Ojic floats it through center ice out of the reach of Thompson. Kite takes a hit from Thompson. Ojic drops it to Kolpeck. It's off a stick over at the far corner. Felleber behind the net. Turns with it. Looks back to the point. And his shot is bouncing behind the net. Cleared off the glass to the blue line, and Matt Denis keeps it in. It bounces over the stick of Felleber. Corporate takes a hit in the corner. The Rapids unable to clear out in front. McGregor tried to go between the legs of Kolpeck, unable to get the puck behind the Rapids defense. And now off the counterattack, out in front, backhand shot attempt by Ryan Peck is stopped by Lyle, but it's a turnover. Another opportunity, unable to get the shot off, and it's kicked ahead by Felleber. McGregor looks to cut between the defense once again, and the drop pass is back out to center ice. Alderic Denis over to the far boards. Carroll chips it ahead. Keep your head up as Kelly is knocked to the ice. Parent is stood up. Moyes gets the puck deep. It's rung around the boards. Back down the ice by Kolpek. Racing back is Alderic Denis, and icing is called against the Rapids with 6:13 remaining in the second. The Rivermen don't need to panic. They're still only down by 2. We've seen how quickly momentum can turn in any EOSHL game. Still lots of time left. They don't need to take any unnecessary chances. They just need to stick to what they've been doing well offensively and tighten things up a little bit defensively. And here come the Rapids across the blue line. Drop pass. Shot by Carroll is blocked, and it's passed ahead. Moyes leads the rush. From the right circle, his shot is stopped by Foley. Ryan Peck plays it ahead. Carroll unable to find it. Delayed offside. Moyes has to touch up at the blue line. Beaupré throws it up the left side. It's off the sideboards. Icing called against the Rapids. So we're nearly inside the final 5 minutes of play in the second period. Tied up off the face-off. Ryan Peck, backhand pass off the sideboards. Carter Peck throws it off a skate. Battle behind the Rivermen net. Sam McLaughlin knocks it down. Carter Peck continues the battle along the end boards. He's knocked to the ice, and it's a penalty call from the official out at center ice. That's going to be a boarding call, a roughing call. Steve Bird to the box, and he's chirping the Rapids bench on his way by. That wasn't even up against the boards from my perspective, or an unnecessary rough, so that's a perspective call at the discrepancy of the official out at center ice, who was pretty far away from the play. So roughing is the call. It's a turnover by Foley, but behind the net, so enough time to recover. Rapids 2 for 3 on the power play in the game. Carter Peck carries the puck down low and drops it in the near corner. Ryan Peck back to the point. Cole Peck over to the left circle. Ostrowski back to Cole Peck. He winds up, shoots, and he misses wide. Ryan Peck along the near boards, turned back over, the Rivermen clear. And the penalty timer isn't going on the score clock, so I can't recall what time he went in, but it's deflected out in front. Lyle looking for the puck. He gets the stoppage. Now we'll see if we can get the penalty clock up on the scoreboard. With 4:10 remaining in the second period, the Rivermen penalty kill has struggled in the early goings of the season. Came into tonight having allowed 2 goals on 5 penalties and another 2 power play goals against. Won't help their penalty kill percentage, but they've killed off 54 seconds so far in this one, and the puck is down the length of the ice off that face-off. So just 56 seconds left now on the penalty to Bird, as the Rivermen need a kill here. Possession from Kolpek. He drops it down low to Skyba. Skyba, backhand pass, back up. Kolpek over to Ryan Peck. Ryan Peck throws it back over to the far side. Kolpek throws it on goal. A saucer pass, and it's cleared the length of the ice. Nice effort by McIntyre to get that one out. White Duck heads up the right side. Rapids making a line change with 6 seconds left before Bird will return to the ice. Nolan Feck passes off the boards. Garth McLaughlin leaves it. It's a toe drag attempt. Mason's shot is blocked. Lyle fell to the ice. As that one hit Carroll. Carroll with a massive stinger off that one-time slap shot attempt. The Cedar shoots. And that one deflected high out of play. Not too sure where that puck went, as were all the players on the ice before it bounced back down. Carroll was very slow to make his way off the ice, sort of limping along after blocking his teammate's shot. Those ones usually tend to just hurt a lot for a little bit. McGregor passes it up off the boards just outside the blue line. Nolan Peck gets it ahead to Garth McLaughlin. And it's deflected away by Thompson. McMahon passes it back and it's thrown over by Bird to the far side. Pass up the right wing. Across the blue line for McMahon. McMahon goes behind the defense out in front. The puck trickles towards the goal and Foley finds the loose puck with 2:08 remaining in the period. Feller's set for the face-off. He showed last year his ability to score in bunches at a multi-goal game in one of the games we called here, and hasn't scored yet tonight. Carter Peck drops it for Sam McLaughlin. Ryan Peck, one-timer, is fanned on. Carter Peck at the side of the net. Goes over to the far corner. Kite plays it off the boards to Power. Power leaves it for Kite. Drop pass over to the right circle. Out in front, knocked to the ice. Penalty call on the way. Nice give and go play at the far blue line between Power and Kite. Creates the mad dash by the Rivermen to the net, which drew the penalty. Ryan Peck to the box. And now with 1:39 left in the second period, the Rivermen look to make this a one-goal game before the intermission. And it's going to be a shorthanded opportunity led by Skyba. Skyba over in front of the net. Deflected on goal. Lyle makes the save. Now the Rivermen with numbers. McGregor over to the right circle. Fellow scores. And it's out in front. They didn't score. I thought that they had the backhand opportunity in front with the wide open net, but they were unable to bury that puck. And now we get a stoppage in play as the net comes loose. And the frustrated Rivermen send out another power play unit. 26 seconds gone in the penalty to Ryan Peck. And you don't get much closer than that. Off the draw, Ostrowski sends the puck down the ice. Lyle will come out and tee it up for Alderic Denny. Denny with a spinorama to the backhand. Works it up the right wing, but the pass was out of the reach on the far side. 50 seconds gone in the power play opportunity. Pass attempt is broken up, but it's played down low. It's broken up once again at the right circle, but Parent plays it down low. One-time opportunity stopped by Foley. Oh, from the near face-off circle, the Rivermen thought they had one off the stick of Graham Denham. Foley just got enough of it to keep the Rapids up by 2. 37 seconds left in the period. This power play will take the Rivermen right to the second intermission as Lyle tees it up for Halford. Halford looks to gather some speed through center ice. He's stopped up by Lafreniere. Saucer pass back to the blue line, and it's outside. Knocked away from Nacita. And it's past Halford now with 7 seconds left in the period. Nolan Peck will skate it and fire it outside the blue line. A shot from outside the blue line is gloved down by Foley as time expires. And it's a 4-goal second period for the Paugan Falls Rapids, who go from trailing by 2 to leading by 2 in the second period. To take a look at the second period scoring summary, as there are no out-of-town games. This is the only game in the EOSHL tonight. The Paugan Falls Rapids with 12 shots in the second period, the Rivermen with 13. So now the Rapids outshoot the Rivermen 30-24 after 2 periods of play. And why not take a look at the EOJHL out-of-town scoreboard? Look at the Junior B. Couple of games tonight in the EOJHL as the Richmond Rovers have a 4-1 lead over the Perth Blue Wings at the start of the third period. The Panthers have a 2-0 lead over the London Panthers with 8:30 remaining in the second period. The Glengarry Brigade lead the Carleton Coast Junior Canadians 3-2 with 2 minutes remaining in the second. The Winchester Hawks with a 1 lead over the Renfrew Timberwolves as the Hawks are still in search of their first win of the season after their off start with a 4-6-1 start and a -13 goal differential. But they're in a close one with one of the top teams this year. The Timberwolves started the season with a 6-2 record, and the Hawks have a 1-0 lead with 17 minutes left in the second period. So that's the out-of-town scoreboard. Here at the Nick Smith Center, the Rivermen trail the Rapids 5-3 after 40 minutes of play with 20 seconds of power play time to start the third period. Can the Rivermen come back? We'll find out. We'll be right back with the call for the third period on the RR Sports Network. inside the Nixon Center for third period EOSHL action on the LA Sports Network. The Hockey Falls were inside the second period to take a 5-3 lead over the Rivermen. Scoring summary, Tomek Ostrowski at 1:11 of the second period, assists Inge Schwartuck and Nolan Beck. And at 7:56, Inge Schwartuck with assists to Third Beck and Ryan Beck tied the game at 3 on the power play. And at 10:54, Third Beck got another power play goal for the Rapids, assists to Ostrowski and Sam McCracken. And at 9:09, an even strength goal from Ryan with assists to Sam McCracken and Connor Beck put the Rapids up 5-3. Second period shots on here, 13-12 for the Rivermen. And shots on goal after 40 minutes, 30-24 in favor of the Rapids. The Rapids with a 5-3 lead. Rivermen with 20 seconds of power play opportunity to start the third period as Ryan was in the box. And the Rivermen will need a strong third period to come back and even the season series against the Rapids as we're underway. Beaupre looks to clear it right off the opener face-off, and he does just that. So now there's 10 seconds left, and Beck will be back on the ice. And it's an interception by Skybar, who will just get the puck deep. Lyle leaves it behind the net. And the Rivermen will look to get set for the breakout. They're able to push it up the left side. Bouncing puck towards the goal, and Foley hangs on. And we saw Foley leave the game for a little while in the first period when Malcolm Poncho went between the pipes. But after giving up 2 in the first period, Foley was solid in the second period, and he had a really great career in the EOSHL with a career .929 save percentage, and he's starting to show that. He's starting to find his rhythm. It's not an easy league to play in the EOSHL as a goalie, as there's so many skilled players that can put the puck behind you. But he's a great goalie, and he's been showing us that since the start of the second period. Garth McLaughlin with the bank pass attempt out of the reach of Carroll, and it's moved up the right side. McGregor gets a stick on it, and it's played by Lafreniere. Knocked down by McGregor. McGregor stick handles through center ice, leaves it. Kite is tripped up, and no call on that play. Out in front off a skate. Rapids get away with one. A nice little skip and a jump from Power. It's knocked out to center ice, and now an odd man rush for the Rapids. Lafreniere centering pass, a diving effort, and it's over to the back door. Garth McLaughlin unable to get the shot directed on net. Hard shot from the right circle is blocked. And Felliver gets past Carroll. He'll get the puck deep and go off on a line change. Masonov turns it over, and it's kept to the outside by Thompson. Back outside the blue line. Victor races to pass it over. Pass up to Moyes. Moyes is 1-on-2. He looks to find Johnson at the near circle. Puck high in the air behind the net. Shot from the right point is blocked. A sprawling effort by Thompson to get in front of that shot, and he's able to break it out to Maisonneuve. Maisonneuve down the right side, shoots. Lyle makes a save. He squeezes the pads, and it ended up behind the net and hard into the end boards goes one of the Rivermen player, and out comes assistant coach. Doug Twinning is going out to help him off the ice. He's up on his own strength, which is a great sign, but it looked like it was a potentially serious situation whenever you go awkwardly into the end boards with A lot of momentum. It could end poorly, but this time everybody's okay. Saw in the Sens season opener last night, Barkov go awkwardly into the end boards in an effort to stop the empty net goal, which sealed the victory for the Sens. One-time shot from Ryan Peck and a flash of the weather from Colin Lyle gets the stoppage in play with 2:40 gone in the third period. But yeah, we saw Barkov go awkwardly into the boards last night, and he's going to miss some time. So that's the type of outcome that could happen in those situations. Ryan Peck behind the net. Tried to find Sam McLaughlin in front of the net. Lyle seals off the near post, and now behind the net, Ryan Peck takes a shove, as does Sam McLaughlin behind the net. Nothing too serious going on there. Play will resume with the face-off to the right of Lyle. And Steiba wins the draw right through the crease. And it's hits the rafters on its way out of the Rivermen end, so the face-off will come back inside. And so far this period, the Rapids have the play in the right end that they wanted, and they want to just play in the Rivermen end for the next 17:06, and the best way to not give the Rivermen an opportunity to come back is to play in the offensive zone, and that's where the first 3 minutes of this period have been played. An opportunity now for McMahon with Noonan. Noonan unable to get the pass as it was up around his waist level. 2-on-1 opportunity doesn't result in a shot on net. Ostrowski gets to center and plays the puck deep. Lyle reaches for it behind the net, is out of position, and it's a bank pass attempt behind the net. No shot from the point, deflected wide. And now Lyle gets the puck up against the far side of the net for a stoppage in play. 3:30 gone in the third period. Well, there's an opportunity that the Rivermen would like back with the 2-on-1 pass in front of the net for Noonan, who scored in the opening period. If only there was a way to get that pass along the ice, that would have been a nice one-time opportunity. Pass off the boards is kept inside the blue line by Carroll, but Felder has it at center ice now. And across the blue line, Power's shot is blocked by Nolan Peck. And it's stolen by Lafreniere. Pass out of the reach of Carroll. Lafreniere, bank pass attempt right on the stick of Victor. Victor gets it ahead. One-touch pass from McGregor over to the left wing. Out in front, knocked away from McGregor. Carroll is off to the races down the right side. Carroll puts on the brakes, tries to find Garth McLaughlin, and now it's a counterattack led by McGregor. McGregor tries to go between the legs of Potier. We saw Potier leave the game earlier with a potential earlier, and this is the first I remember seeing him since then, so he's back in the game now, which is great to see. It's possible he's been back for a while and I haven't noticed, but either way, I'm happy to see him back out there. And Kelly will pick it up. Isaiah Kelly making his EOSHL debut tonight. Johnson gains the offensive zone. Shot attempt is blocked. Kelly passes down low, out in front. Backhand shot attempt. The Rapids will throw it out to center ice. Aldo at the knee, passes it ahead. It's picked off and sent right back into the Rivermen end. Another pass attempt up the left side into the offensive zone. Parent's shot is turned aside, pass behind the net. Wraparound attempt goes through the crease off the near boards, and it's kept in by Kelly. Parent cycles it down low. Moyes out of the far corner, out in front, hits a skate, and the Rapids are able to clear, and it will go the length of the ice. Icing called with 5:48 gone in the third, and we get to see a nice shift from Isaiah Kelly, who played Junior A and Junior B for Canada and Winchester, as well as the Ottawa Junior Canadians. I mentioned making his EOSHL debut tonight, and another player on that shift was Dante Parent, who is a dynamic forward, had 61 points in 46 games last year for the Gatineau Flames, so he's got 2 points in his first 2 EOSHL games, and that was a nice shift by one of the depth lines for the Rivermen. Pass attempt. Waving the magic wand was Matt Denis trying to knock it down. The Rivermen are back into the offensive zone as they force the turnover. Possession at the near circle. Pass back to the point. Shot by Kite is over the glass and out of play. We've seen some rushes from Johnny Kite tonight as well, who played Junior A for Canada, Smiths Falls, Pembroke, and Tier 3 NCAA for the University of Southern Maine. The puck is cleared the length of the ice once again. Faceoff will be back in the Rapids end, and Kite, not known for his offensive abilities, he had 1 goal and 6 assists in 94 games for Southern Maine. But he's the defensive defenseman and a nice addition to the Rivermen lineup. Lots of excitement from both benches right now as we are entering the late stages of the game. A deflection out in front by Nacita, and it's played out to the blue line, a collision between Carter Peck and McMahon. The Rivermen deflect the puck right back into the offensive zone. And it's at the far boards. Backhand pass to Sam McLaughlin. McLaughlin looks to split the D, and he pushes it towards the net. And both players had a hold of each other. Nacita and McLaughlin went right into the Rivermen net. Penalty call is on the way. Not sure yet who the call will be against. We can make an argument from both teams that Nacita had a hold of McLaughlin, and McLaughlin had a hold of Nacita as well. Nacita gets called for the penalty. High sticking. He does not like the call. He is heated about this. Discussion with the official at center ice. Noonan is arguing that Nacita's stick was being held by McLaughlin. So if McLaughlin's hit in the face by Nacita's stick that's being held by McLaughlin, then how is it Nacita's fault if they get called for a high stick? I understand the argument that the Rivermen are on the penalty kill, and they need a kill here with less than 13 minutes remaining. And Cole Peck will enter the offensive zone. Carries it behind the Rivermen net. Pass back to the point. Ryan Peck passes back to Cole Peck into the slot. Down low, Ostrowski. White duck back to Cole Peck. Return feed. White duck with a couple of shoves. The Rapids got a penalty. The White duck to the box for the Rapids. Kelly and White Duck exchanging words from the penalty box. White Duck gets the extra penalty. Roughing. So that'll put an end to the Rapids power play, and we'll get some 4-on-4 action. And Oljic is just giving it to the Rivermen bench. Oljic fought earlier with Matt Denis, and now he's looking for more. 56 seconds before Nacita is back on the ice for a abbreviated Rivermen power play opportunity, barring any further penalties.
17-yard player, 42, nothing.
It's passed down low behind the net. Halford passes it over to the far corner. Back up high. Swept right through the zone for McMahon in the far corner. McMahon is sealed up along the boards, and the Rivermen cycle it off. McMahon passes around the boards to the far point. And a move, and it's broken up, and it's sent ahead to Ryan Peck, who looks to drop the shoulder and cut towards the net. Ryan Peck out in front, and he's stopped by Lyle. Lyle stretches out the right toe to keep it a 2-goal deficit. And now the Rivermen are on the power play for 40 seconds. Parent carries it on the backhand, and he's unable to get the pass back to the point, but Rapids are able to clear. If the Rivermen are able to come back, we look back to that Carlin Lyle save as the RA Sports Network turning point. Felleber passes down low. It's back out to the circle. Felleber shoots. High shot. May have caught the mask of Foley. Kite passes down low. It's back up to Noonan. Over to Kite. Kite rocks the line. Noonan, lots of pressure. Skybe is out of the box. We're back to even strength as we approach the midway point of the third period. The Rivermen are back in the offensive zone and missing the centering pass attempt. The play continues. Power shot ricochets off the end boards. It's in the crease. Foley's on top of it. The Rapids get the whistle. The Rivermen thought the whistle was premature, as Foley was sprawled out on the ice and the puck ricocheted off the end boards, and it was in the Rapids crease, but the officials lost sight of the puck as Foley wound up on top of it, so it's a fair stoppage in play. Of course, the Rivermen frustrated as they came back close to getting a goal and getting within one here with 10 minutes left to play. And now the face-off is going to come outside. And it's won by Ryan Peck. Ryan Peck gets behind the defense. His backhand pass comes through the slot over to the near boards. And it's played back out to center for Halford. Halford weaves his way through traffic. McGregor looks to catch up to it. And it's played back to the point. One-time shot attempt by Dunham. Shot from the far point by Bird is off the outside of the post and out of play. So some pressure here from the Rivermen. They're making a push. They're making an effort. They're trying to get back into this game. And they win another offensive zone face-off, but the shot is blocked by Kolpeck, who loses his stick. One-time opportunity from Bird is blocked, and out comes Menard. Menard throws it on net. Oljic misses the rebound, and it's played back in by Thompson. behind the net. Alderic Denis. Up the left side. Dunham tried to center it, and it's cleared up by the Rapids. Menard on the forecheck, pressuring Alderic Denis. Denis cuts back and passes out to center ice. It's up to the blue line. Dunham shoots, blocker save off for Foley. Another play with 8:35 remaining. We're starting to see some confidence growing from Dunham, who's starting to jump up into the rush, lead some rushes, and generating some shots on net. Out the center ice, Carroll across the blue line. Gets the puck deep. Victor plays it ahead. Unable to get behind Lafreniere. Was Parent. Johnson drops it off, and the Rivermen go across the ice, D-to-D, and it's ahead for Moyes. Moyes across the blue line. The play is onside. Moyes goes between the legs to the side of the net, and he's stripped of the puck by Potier. Rivermen regain the puck. It's deflected away by Nolan Peck to the near boards, out to center ice. Parent settles it down and finds Victor. Victor, the pass off the linesman's skate at the blue line, but it is onside still. Potier, backhand around the boards, out to center ice. Victor passes ahead for Moyes. Moyes makes a move. He leads the rush. He drops it. The shot is on goal. Foley makes the glove save, and there was a rebound for a second, but he was able to get back on top of it with 7:25 left on the clock. Face-off played ahead by White Duck. The Rivermen keep it in. Clearing opportunity for the Rapids along the near boards, not before the Rivermen can get in there and engage in a board battle. The pass is back to the left point, but it's out of the reach of Kite. Kite not able to get there in time to keep the puck in. So now Matheny will fire it in. It's a dump and chase bounce off the end boards that the Rapids were able to get to first and clear. Pass off a skate. Power racing after it. Maisonneuve catches it and passes ahead to Ostrowski, who tried to get the return feed. Skyba throws it on goal, and Lyle will glove down that shot and take a stoppage and play for a defensive zone face-off with 6:41 remaining. And there's lots of energy to my left in the crowd here at the Nick Smith Center. It's not a bad crowd for opening night. A little over 100 fans in attendance. The crowd has grown throughout the night. Poke check attempt by Lyle off the face-off. And the Rivermen will look to get it back out to center ice. It's a battle for the possession at the far side. Beaupre hits the official with the puck on the clearing attempt, and the Rivermen just fired on goal. Foley makes the save. And it's past Bird, so icing is waved off. And it's thrown towards the net by Carter Peck. And Sam McLaughlin is tied up as the net came off after the play. Nothing will come of that, but a nice rush for the Rapids to keep this play in the Rivermen end of the ice with 6:10 left to play. The Rivermen have had some opportunities now, and they need to buckle up here and throw everything they have at Aiden Foley in these last 6 minutes of play. The face-off is won by the Rivermen. It was a toss-up, but they are able to get the puck ahead out to center ice. Ryan Peck centers it for Sam McLaughlin. And behind the play, there was a high hit. The Rivermen bench saw it, and it was right in front of the official in the Rapids blue line. Carter Peck is in disbelief, but he caught McIntyre up high. And now we're going to get possibly more than a 2-minute power play opportunity for the Rivermen. McIntyre had a smirk on his face. He's drawn the penalty, and Ryan Peck is out of the game. The captain for the Rapids is gone.
A high stick.
And it's a 5-minute major to Ryan Peck. As McIntyre took the stick up high. Now the Rivermen, with the power play goal in the first period, now have 5 minutes of power play opportunity with just under 6 minutes remaining in the game, trailing by 2. The pass is behind the net. They look to get set here with an opportunity. McMahon out in front, cuts the leads on. All it took was 14 seconds for the Rivermen to find McMahon out in front, just inside the right face-off circle, who went top shelf. That's his 4th goal of the season, and I cannot state enough how huge it is for the Rivermen to get a power play goal early in this 5-minute major. Now they have another 4 minutes and 38 seconds to look to not only tie the game, but possibly even more. And it's broken up. The pass attempt to Noonan was picked off. McMahon has the pass behind Dunham. McGregor and Masita get the assists on the McMahon power play goal. And the play was offside. 5:08 left to play, and now the crowd has a lot more energy, and the Rivermen believe now that they can come back. After the Rapids had momentum for much of the second and third period up until this point. Hit along the far boards by Carter Peck. And it's kept in by Alderic Denis. McGregor plays it up the wall. Pass back to the point. Alderic Denis' shot is stopped, and Foley makes the save and hangs on. With 3:52 remaining in the penalty. And of course, Thompson serving the penalty to Ryan Peck. And off the draw, the puck comes outside the blue line. It's a race for it. Alderic Denis and Carter Peck. Kite comes back to retrieve the loose puck, and he passes it up the right wing for Power. Power already with the goal in the game. Passes back to Kite. Kite's pass attempt is off a stick of Carter Peck, and it's out center ice. The Rivermen have to regroup. Power passes down low to Felleber. The pass to the near corner for McGregor. Felleber looks to get it back to the point. Kite fakes the shot, passes down low. McGregor looks to get it back up top for Kite. Bouncing puck. Felleber. Carter Peck unable to get it past McGregor, but it's turned over at the blue line nearly, and it does get back out to center ice. The Rivermen back into the offensive zone. Kite down low. Out in front, the shot on goal is stopped by Foley. A quick shot off the rush. Came off a stick of power. 2:48 left in the 5-minute major against Ryan Peck. Face-off win by the Rivermen. It's played down low by Matheny. Parent passes down low. Up high, Matheny shoots, and it's a glove save for Foley. Foley with a little bit of an extra flash of the leather there after securing the save. And it's won by the Rapids. Maisonneuve played it back against the play, and now the Rivermen are able to keep it in. Denham from the right point passes over to the left side. A shot misses high and wide. Denham faked the shot. It's kept in by Nacita. Pass down low. Nacita from the near corner. Up top to Denham. Denham shoots. Blocker save. Halford has it on the far boards. Pass down low behind the net. Back up for McMahon at the far face-off circle. McMahon passes it up high to the hash marks. Halford has it up high. Over to the left circle. Back down low. McMahon in front and missing the net is Denham on the near side. One-time opportunity. Couldn't get the shot on goal, and the Rapids send the puck the length of the ice. 2:35 left to play now. 1:35 remaining on the power play. It's stolen by Ostrowski. And White Duck in all alone, short-handed, five-hole goal! It looked like the play was offside, but it doesn't matter. It's a hat-trick goal for Pinchish White Duck to put the Rapids back up by 2. So that's a backbreaker for the Rivermen, who had 1:25 left of power play opportunity, and now they give up a short-handed goal. That's not a good turnover at the blue line. And Lyle gets beat 5-0 by White Duck, who's had an incredible game. And that's a spinorama that's going to draw an extra penalty as they look to get Lyle to the bench. McGregor throws it on goal to get as much 5-on-3 power play opportunity as possible, perhaps even 6-on-3 if they look to pull the goalie right away. There's still 1:07 left in the major penalty to Ryan Peck. As Carter Peck's called for tripping, it was a nice spinorama by Power to draw the penalty. Not much that Carter Peck could have done in that situation, as Power really just spun himself into Carter Peck's leg, but that's a call you're going to get a lot of the time if you go down. So nice work by Power. And the Rivermen have a 5-on-3 opportunity as they trail by 2. McGregor to Alderic Denis. Over to the left circle. A shot goes high and out of play. With 1:44 remaining, Lyle remains in the Rivermen net. With a 5-on-3 power play opportunity, you almost don't want to pull the goalie because they can just get the puck and fire at the length of the ice. Denis just sort of sifts the puck towards the net, looking for deflection. Power has it now at the top of the zone. Alderic Denis has a shooting lane. He shoots, and it's a rebound goal for Sullivan. So once again, cut the deficit to 1 with 1:30 remaining. That's a clutch goal for Felleber, who I called on earlier. I said, hey, here's a guy that can score that hasn't scored yet tonight. And he comes through with the 5-on-3 power play goal with 90 seconds remaining. And now there's 33 seconds left in the power play for the Rivermen to perhaps get another opportunity. Lyle had it tied up in his equipment off the dump bin, which caused a few seconds to tick off the clock. McMahon now leads the rush into the offensive zone. Noonan passes back to the point. Janum. They have the extra attacker on as Lyle is on the bench. One-time shot by Janum misses wide. The last minute of play in the period. The puck is kept in. Halford shoots. The shot is blocked, and it's batted by White Duck to the near corner. The Rivermen pass it back to the point. Parent looks for the one-timer. Dunham fans on it. It's through the slot back to the point. Parent back over the left circle. It's deflected away by White Duck. Centering pass down low. Out in front, and McMahon's shot is blocked, and the Rapids clear at the length of the ice, and as we're back to even strength, aside from the Rivermen having the goalie pulled. Icing is called against the Rapids with 32 seconds left on the clock. And this is going to be an exciting finish as the Rivermen have the goalie pulled for this puck drop. 6 players on the ice. And it's won by the Rapids, but the Rivermen quickly regain the puck. Nisita passes down low. It's at the side of the net, bouncing puck. Ostrowski gets it out to center ice, and it's an empty net opportunity, and it's in the net. Carroll seals the deal for the Rapids and makes the score 7-5. An exciting game in the Rivermen home opener. The Rivermen will come up short. McMahon is in the box with 19 seconds left. I don't think there was a penalty because the Rapids scored, but he's just going to sit there anyway. And a toe drag attempt into the slot. Menard unable to get the shot off, and for the final 10 seconds, the Rivermen will fire it on goal. Foley will make the save and hang on for another face-off with 4 seconds remaining. It was a good first period for the Rivermen. They had a great start to get the 3-1 lead, but a great effort in the third period as well as this game comes to an end. The Rapids come away with a 7-5 win thanks to 4 goals in the second period, and that second period is the difference tonight, where the Rivermen just couldn't match the output from the Rapids. It was a close game overall, but that second period is what the Rivermen will have to look at some tape and see what went wrong as they dropped their second game of the season series to the Paugan Falls Rapids, and their record drops to 1-2 on the season. Lots of fans in attendance tonight for the Rapids as they salute the Rapids.
Our next home game is November.
So the next game for the Arnprior Rivermen will be October 19th as they visit the Manotick Mariners at 7:30. And the next home game will be November 1st versus the South Grenville Rangers. So we will be back here on November 1st for the broadcast as the Rivermen will look for their first win on home ice on November 1st against the Rangers. The next game for the Paugan Falls Rapids will be October 19th as they take on the Pontiac Senior Comets. We'll take one final look tonight as we choose the 3 stars from tonight's game. We have a lot to choose from as there's quite a few players with 3-point nights. We're going to give the 3rd star of the game to the Arnprior Rivermen, number 7, Dylan McMahon, 1 goal and 2 assists. His second game of the season, and he had a hat trick in his first game, 1 goal, 2 assists tonight. put the Rivermen within 1 goal late in the third period, so not a bad game from him. Second star of the game, a 4-point night for number 11, Dakota Ostrowski, 1 goal and 3 assists. And your first star of the game, number 17, Pinshish White Duck with 3 goals and an assist, capping things off with the short-handed breakaway goal to complete the hat trick. An unreal game for White Duck tonight and Ostrowski, who combined on a lot of goals for the Rapids. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to tonight's game. We'll be back on November 1st. Tonight's final score, 7-5 win for the Rapids over the Rivermen. For my camera partner, Adriana Wong, I'm Ryan Woods. Thanks for tuning in, and have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody.